I was inside doing some cleanup to figure out what to transfer over to the trailer, and I got a message from Jared that says, come here. So I go running out there, and we discovered our first whoops, oh no situation before we even have left the house, which I'm glad it's simple, but let me show you what we found. All right, Jared, what happened?
Okay, so we're hooking up the washing machine for the first time. And anybody that's going through and hooking up a washing machine, I would have figured that this standpipe in here, this is where your drain goes off of the washing machine. So this drain here that comes out of the washing machine feeds into this pipe, and there's a little cap here that I was trying to unscrew. And what you should do that I didn't think about is you should get a pipe wrench and hold this steady and get another wrench and pull that cap off. And I didn't do that. And so this down here, instead of being a glued fitting, is a threaded fitting, and I didn't think about it. And so as I was trying to unthread this, it came unthreaded down here. I'm glad that I did it though, because I found out that it didn't have any tape on it or any plumbing goop. So I am taking this and putting some plumber's tape on it. That'll just kind of help make sure that it doesn't leak. And then once I get that put back together, I'll fit this back into this fitting. We'll make sure it's nice and tight, and then this will be nice and waterproof, because we don't want that leaking inside the wall. That'll cause all sorts of mold. So next time I'll hold this with another pipe wrench, and I'll get a crescent wrench and take the top off so it doesn't spin inside the wall. But thankfully we had this is like an access plate that was sitting here. So now if we ever have to do this again, or if we have a leak, I can take this access plate off, and now we have access to this plumbing in the wall. So I had to cut that out. So this is my first butcher open job of the trailer.
Hopefully the last.
So there's those pieces. I cut it out with an X-Acto knife, and there we are, first one.
I'm glad that the washing machine sits in the garage and not in like the master closet that we had to just start cutting holes. But
and this has never been used before. There's a P-trap in here that is supposed to have water in it, and so right now all of the fumes from the gray tank are coming up inside the trailer. It's pretty yucky.
gross. Well, at least we can cover it and you know how to fix it. You can see as he's trying to like tighten it, it was just turning it.
Here.
So
There it goes. Now it's tight.
there's no way we would have figured that out unless we did some kind of thing like this, huh?
There's no way. Well, and if you didn't know what you were doing, you could just go, huh, that's weird, this pipe is loose, and then you'd be pumping water down inside the wall, and that'd be really bad.
Yeah. Especially if you can like already smell the tank from, because there's a toilet on the other side of this, so there's plumbing that goes down into the tank holds.
I guess there's not a P-trap in there. It just goes straight into the gray tank.
Oh. Well, good to know that too. Discovering new things each and every day.
So here's the light that pipe up. So
Oh,
that
yeah,
just
that-
goes straight down into the tank.
I'm glad we were still at home base. Still turning even when you're holding it with two?
It's under here. That should be right tight.
We got it finally. Just wanted to make sure the washing machine worked. Who knew that would lead to other things?
Okay, so this pipe that's down in here, this is where your washer is going to drain to, and normally this is going to have a P-trap at the bottom, and that keeps all the yucky gases and stuff from coming out of the tank. And down here below, it does not have a P-trap. It has this weird thing here, and I was wondering what that was, so I got my camera out. We're looking down in there. So that's basically like a bladder, it looks like. So when nothing is flowing in, that rubber valve closes, kind of like an esophagus. And then when water flows down, it'll open up and let the water through, is I think how that works. Okay, so that should sit right like that. Now we leak test.
Now we leak test.
Whenever you're turning on any appliance, make sure that you go nice and slow, because if you charge it really fast and it's leaking, it can cause blowouts and all sorts of not fun stuff.
The AC turned on, it just scared me. You're like, don't cause a blowout, and then the air turns on. I'm like, oh no.
Okay, those are on. I could feel them charge. All right, that looks okay.
So we're doing a test cycle. I got this comfy, I'm guessing, washing machine off of Amazon. It's for like RVs, apartments, dorms, that kind of thing. So I can't vouch for its quality because I don't know, but we're gonna see, and hopefully during this test cycle nothing leaks back there during our issues. So we are going to do our first official load of laundry just to test and make sure that the issue we were having with the hose is gone and that the washing machine actually works and does a pretty good job. See, that's like, I don't know if it'll let me open. It won't let me open. So this is like a laundry detergent fabric softener all in one sheet that just dissolves. So I can just put that back in there, and then hopefully zero issues here. And the only thing we had to do was cut a hole in the wall. But luckily we got the plate cover to make sure that it's not exposed all the time. It ran an entire cycle, it did such a good job, and no leaking at all. So I think we got our first hiccup issue under control. I hope we don't have too many right off the bat.